I thought maybe the best chance was maybe knight c5 here. That's what I thought. I'm not sure it can save the game, but at least maybe there is some chance. Queen d5 and queen f3. I was calculating it during the game. Now the problem is after queen d6, which seems winning, but then he has some rook a6, and things are not so clear. But I started to calculate. I think I should be winning with queen takes f3, e takes f3, and now let's say d3. I was calculating the following line. I don't know how forced is it. I'm not sure, but d3. So now I'm pushing my pawn. Okay, he can always take on d3. I take on b2. And he has some drawing chances here. I mean, probably black is close to be winning with his b pawn, but otherwise I'm threatening to take here and also to take here. So I thought rook a6 here.
And what about rook takes e2 instead of queen takes f3?
Yes, rook takes e2. Yeah, it was also possible. Yeah, rook takes e2. Now, but he was still holding somehow. No, because no, here rook takes e2. I think I take, check, take and take. Yeah, this was a problem. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Well, I have some other moves here, like even some king g7. I don't know many moves, but okay, it was not so simple. I thought, yeah, take, maybe d3, but here he can escape. I mean, it's not clear if I'm winning here. I was not totally sure. Let's say d3. Again, as I told, knight d3, he has some drawing chances after knight d3. But I was calculating the following line: rook a6, bishop takes f3 now. And maybe I'm actually winning, strangely enough. Knight d7 check, I thought. King g7. Knight takes f6. And now cool move, rook e7. And okay, it looks like a total nonsense, but maybe I'm winning here simply. I mean, I'm rook down. Oh, rook d8 also possible. And I just push my pawns. I mean, I didn't see what he can do with the rook up in this position. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm just queening my pawn. I don't see what he can do. So it was quite a nice line, but as many nice lines which humans are calculating, maybe it has holes. So maybe computer would laugh at it. But that's what I thought was his actually main chance to play knight c5 here. But he went for this queen h5, which I already saw that it simply doesn't work. Yes, okay, I'm threatening queen d5. I think he doesn't really have too many moves with knight c5 with a queen h5. But queen h5 is very important that I have rook e5, and now very important move king e7 to centralize my king. I mean, in fact, the point is that after king g8, he has knight b6 trick. And okay, knight gets into the game, and he's fighting c4, starts to hang, and but after king e7, he doesn't have knight b6. And okay, I'm just threatening all the business, queen d5 and so on. So I don't know what he can do. I think he's probably lost already here, because the threat is queen d5. The funny thing is that all these checks are never, let's say, knight c3 or something. I mean, these checks is just totally nothing. I mean, my bishops are so powerful that not only that he doesn't have a threat, but he doesn't really have a check. I mean, or king e6, or king, I don't know, even d6 maybe. Okay, bishop d7, I don't know. But I mean, my pieces are too powerful here. But he went e4, which is a, well, nice try at least. Just to stop queen d5 and rook takes e2. Now, because after rook e4, he can get some knight c5, rook e1, but of course d3. Just pushing my pawns. Again, his knight is not getting out. Okay, I just want to push to take the pawn, so queen e3 is logical. And now after rook e4, there is some little chance playing queen a7 check, I thought. And if queen d7 has knight c5, and if king a8 he has queen c5 check. So, I mean, maybe not so little this chance, maybe it's serious chance. I know king a8 maybe, but I don't need it. I think that bishop takes e4 is a very strong continuation, because now, again, his poor knight is not really getting into the game. So now I was calculating following lines. I thought, okay, check is nothing. I just go king f8. I thought, okay, f4 is possible. It's a kind of kamikaze move, but what to do? But I think I'm winning with rook e6 now. I'm threatening bishop d4, quite a serious threat. Queen c5 check. And now I guess everything is winning, but I was thinking about this cool move. Rook d6, threatening to check, queen takes c4, check. I liked very much this position. King f1, and now whether queen h8 or queen d7, I thought queen d7. It's a total domination. I'm just starting to mate him. I thought there must be mate. Maybe queen h8 is, I mean, I don't know. I didn't calculate till the end, but I thought it must be mating. Maybe, in fact, not so clear, knight c5. I mean, Maybe he can still try something like this. Well, should be over somehow. I don't know how, but my intuition tells that. Well, it's not the only way of playing, of course, but in fact, after queen c5 check, I can do almost anything. I mean, I can go out with my king or play queen d6. Of course, I'm winning because my bishops are terribly strong. That's what I thought. But another try was, okay, knight b6 is just losing. No, another try was knight c5. But here I quite like the idea that I simply go bishop c6. Let's say rook a7 check, king a8. And I mean, it's so powerful position that, in fact, with the king on the center, I mean, I'm totally safe. And in fact, I start to attack. I mean, my next is queen d5, and it seems that I'm mating first. His queen is hanging, and after queen f4, I get queen d5, and it seems that it's over. Just he doesn't have checks, anything. I'm just mating him. That's what I thought, at least. But so he played knight b6, but then just this little move finishes the game, because now he's just losing his knight. I mean, the thing is that after rook a7, of course, black is easily winning after taking, king, let's say e8, takes, and now somehow, I don't know, I didn't, I thought it's just completely over. Maybe c3 simply, I guess, or something. It should be just pawns are promoting. Yeah, I guess c3 is winning. So this is the move. Okay, he was running down to few seconds here already. And okay, he went queen f4, queen takes b6, queen takes c4, well, otherwise. And now, well, I guess black is totally winning, but this wins on the spot. I mean, after queen f4, I have rook takes f2 if I want. And after rook f1, I have every move. So he just resigned before waiting for my reply, because, I mean, just totally winning. Every move is winning here. So this is the game.
Okay, thank you. Did the two of you speak after the game?
No, I didn't. He didn't seem to be in the mood to speak, which I understand. I also, when I lose such game, I'm not in the mood for communication, at least for a couple of hours.
What? Did speak with Vichy?
Sorry?
What did Vichy say?
Yes. Vichy was asking, I mean, about some move. I mean, he told me that he didn't like knight takes e5. That he thought that white is okay if he just doesn't take on e5. I told him that yes, maybe he's right, but. It's past already. It's already past.
You mentioned him thinking for 2 minutes at the outset. I wonder what were you thinking of that during that period?
No, actually, to be honest, I thought that maybe he fell asleep simply because he closed his eyes, and at this particular moment, the arbiter pushed the clock, and he was just sitting with the closed eyes. I thought maybe I should wake him up or something, but in fact, probably he was still thinking on his first move in a la Bronstein style. But no, I mean, then but yeah, it seems to me that he didn't make up his mind till the very last moment. It's probably the case, which is pretty strange. I mean, probably he had a big discussion with Gary. Gary was aiming for e4, he wanted d4, big fight, so on, and I guess so.
I wondered if you had seen or otherwise made aware of Magnus's Facebook status update regarding your game today.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not in Facebook. I mean, okay, I know that there are quite many people who are trying to pretend they're Kramnik, but I can tell now that it's all fake. I mean, I don't follow Facebook, but I know that there are people, he is writing something there, yeah?
You heard about this?
I heard about it, yeah, but I never checked it. No, the problem also with the Facebook that, there are quite many people who are fake. I mean, so I'm not even sure if it was him. I mean, I know that there are many Kramniks who are trying to pretend it's me, which is not true, and okay, I just don't want to get into it. I mean, I understand that it's a very interesting network nowadays, but from other point, well, when you're not completely sure if you're talking to the right guy, I mean, it's just somehow confusing. So as long as I cannot be 100% sure that I'm sending messages to the guy whom I want to send, I don't see a point of entering it. But once they can guarantee that everybody who is registered, he is really the one, then maybe I will join it, because it sounds interesting. At least many people are joining. But no, in fact, I don't read any comments before game. After game, yeah, especially after winning game, yeah, it's quite nice to read. But before, not.